Welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. This is Teach and Preach In with a new video. This video was inspired by the midterm elections in my city. The candidates are rallying support with a variety of slogans and proposals if elected. The hot topic this year is surrounding traffic congestion and employment. We are going to be looking at the economics of commuting and the unseen reality. First, let us look at some statistics of my city and you can understand the importance of commuting for employment. In my city of 50,000 people, 40% of residents commute for a living. The next important statistic to look at is the job market in my city. Only 40% of the people work and live in the city. I narrowed my research down to the most important and/or highest percentage of categories that will represent the majority of commuters in my area. I will use the example of a warehouse worker because only 22% of residents have a bachelor's degree or higher. The average warehouse worker in the city makes $24 per hour, which equates to a rounded number of $50,000 per year in 2022. I chose to focus on a 30-mile commute. Data showed 56% of commuters drove daily 30 miles or more. After checking a 30-mile route on Google at peak commute times both morning and evening, I chose to set the analysis at 1 hour of commute time. Data only varied up or down 10 minutes depending on time and location. I also looked up the state averages for 2022 car payments and insurance. Let us not forget everyone's favorite topic, gas prices. With high gas prices, this is the most important daily impact for commuters. I focused my study at 30 miles per gallon. New vehicles in the U.S. average 40 miles per gallon, but not all commuters have the newest and most fuel-efficient vehicles. The major impact of determination to 30 miles per gallon is due to stop-and-go traffic commuters are involved in daily. They may drive on the highways, but they will never reach the highway EPA rating of the vehicle. The most important thing to look at on this chart is that to go from a 10-mile-away job to a 30-mile-away job, the consumption of fuel has tripled in cost. Next, I chose to include the cost of insurance in the analyses of commuting. Many insurances are tracking your mileage and adjusting their premiums. I would also like to add that even if you start commuting with no car payment, the wear on the vehicle will increase and soon you will be purchasing a new or used vehicle, and when financing a vehicle, the financier of the loan requires the owner to keep full coverage on the vehicle until the loan is paid off. This is one of the concepts that I don't think commuters quite understand or are not bothered by. When you are employed local, your transportation to work is minimal. It can take 5-10 minutes and it's a given. You can get to work by taking public transport, walk, bicycle of alternate transportation. If you're commuting 1 hour one way, you're adding 520 hours per year to your workday. You can also think of it as 65 8-hour workdays. This is how I like to explain to anyone that is contemplating commuting. Your current job has a work-to-pay ratio, and in this example 8 hours of work over $24 per hour. Here is the math for a visual example. To keep that same work-to-pay ratio in a commute situation, you would have to make $30 per hour, for 8 hours to average $24 per hour. I will save you another math example. If you added fuel cost, plus insurance, plus auto payment into a yearly total and converted it to an hourly wage, it would be $8.74 per hour. Just when you thought it could not get worse, yes it can, This is the commuter's worst nightmare situation. If you took the wage ratio, the added cost and totaled that amount up and equate it to an hourly amount. It would only make sense to find a commuting position that pays over $38.74. This is not the reality that exists around my city. My research showed that the nearest higher-paying city, within a 30-mile distance, in the direction of the commuters, the same warehouse position are only offering a $2 or $3 per hour more. There are too many reasons as to why people are commuting. I myself commuted for 7 years. I can only say that the math does not lie. If you value your time, take into account all the added extra cost before making the choice to commute. This information is only applicable to my geography. Your geography may prove to be better or worse. Just know that I did not bother to add vehicle maintenance due to immense complexity of vehicle information out there. Depending on the distances, you may be doubling, tripling, or more the wear and tear on your vehicle. I will also not talk about traffic delays like construction projects or worse, collisions. I thank you for watching. It is time for me to go. I am having flashbacks of my negative commuter experiences.